Look at my Sweet Star Lips, the new Hello Kitty for this year for 2025. The new Pez candy and dispenser is $2. And let's see. She just has Christmas green bow. That's what it looks like. Comes with orange, grape, and cherry flavor Pez candy. These are cute. I can have it back in there. I'm here at Walmart. Let's see what else they have. They have the M&M candies for $2.50, and let's see, they have, I'll bring my cart with me. They have the Twix minis for $2.50, and the Skittles. So they have those right there. And look, they have the magical peelable gummy cubes blind box from Sophie Pops and Gumdrops. 6-ounce bag. See here, it comes in peach, blue raspberry, green grape, and mango for $3 each for those gummies. They're adorably sweet. Look at the packaging. Even the Tajín got in the Christmas spirit. Bon Bon Bum bubble gum pops. Dip and lick. Look, that's the way they look. That's cute. That's the first time I ever see that for $3. And then they have Dad's Old Fashioned Root Beer barrels. If you know anybody that loves root beer flavor. And this is 6 ounces, I think, for $3. Yeah. And of course, Sour Patch right here. And I've had these before, but it wasn't Christmas packaging. It was just a regular Ring Pops that came last year for Easter, and they were delicious. And these are new for Christmas. They're solid milk chocolate with sprinkles inside. So it's a chocolate flavor for $2. Those are cute for stocking stuffers because they're small. You know the packaging. It's a little mini. Those are cute. There's 2 of them that go in the box. And I'm going to get the double crisp Santa Claus because they are cheaper than Dollar Tree. So I'm going to go ahead and get one of these. But I'm going to get the one behind it because you never know, might be a crushed Santa. So I'm going to feel it and see if it's all in one piece. And it is. And they do have the elf, but I'm just going to get the Santa Claus. Palmer brand for $1. The classic Santa. And if you're a Tic Tac fan, they have the Naughty and Nice candy cane Tic Tacs. And they also have the, what is that? Lumps of cold sour cherry. So they have those, and they do have their lollipops. These are $1 for 4 lollipops in one, I think. Yeah. They have the little reindeer shape, and they're not gonna have the faces that's on the packaging, but the shape of the item is on there, like the reindeer, the shape of the reindeer head, the Santa head and the Santa hat, the Christmas tree, and the elf. So they have those little minis lollipops here, and those of course are very sweet to add to a stocking stuffer for $1. And then they do have the classic Rudolph red-nosed reindeer chocolate. The Palmers. They do have the Kit Kat peppermint stick, and that's what's going to look like with sprinkles. With the Christmas red and green sprinkles. For the Kit Kat fans, I know one Kit Kat fan that would probably love to try this. It's $1.24. And then they have the Hershey's milk chocolate Build a Santa. They have the different little parts there for $2.28. And they have this big Hershey Kisses candy cane for the baking lovers. There's a big package if you need these to make anything. Sweet desserts for Christmas. 31.6 ounce. And that's what they look like. So it's a huge heavy bag for $14.82. In case you want to do a price comparison to other stores. And then they do have original Kisses, same ounces, $14.82. They have the Reese's for $14.82. They have the Grinch Kisses if you want the Grinch packaging. You do a Grinch theme. Look at that. And that's with the little wrappers look like, the little foiled wraps look like. And it's this Grinchmas 2-pounder for $14.82. You know, to add to a Grinch theme that you're doing. And then they have this one right here. They have the holiday mix, looks like it. It says Hershey Kisses Holiday Collection and Hot Cocoa, Santa Hat, and Hugs. Those 3 right there designs they have. And they have the Fun Dip for $5.86. They come with 24 pouches if you want to just separate them, of course, for stocking stuffers for the loved ones for $5.86. They have Lifesaver Gummies, holiday shapes, 9 ounce, and they have the snowman, they have the snowflake, they have the stars, they have the Santa hat, the stocking, and the regular round Lifesavers. So I think that's what it comes with, yeah, what it's showing there. They have the Gushers, 22 mini pouches, Netflix Stranger Things, tropical flavor. These are fruit flavored snacks for $5.86. They're one of my favorites to get, especially for my Gingy houses that I make. They have great value spice drops and candy, 24 ounce with the red and green Christmas classic colors. And they're the small ones. I like the big ones too, the big gumdrops when they come in. Those are my favorites. These are $3.46 for that one right there. They have the dots over here. Look at all the sugary sweetness, the sugar floating around. These are sugar coated dots. They're gummies and they come in watermelon, pineapple, and cherry. Look at that packaging with the Christmas lights. Holly Jolly. And of course, yes, they're perfect for decorating. They have those. And they do have this classic candy. The vintage classic candy. Right here, the thin ribbon candy, 9 ounces. Here's of course, the classic candy. And they have the Gingy houses. I'll be right back at the candy aisle. There was quite a bit of people coming up already. And they have the Santaverse, the Elf on the Shelf Gingy house for $15.76. Let's look at the packaging. Includes mini cookie decorations, and those are right there. Look how cute. So they have that right there. I was waiting till they got all their candy and Gingy houses out because I kept coming over here and it was just piece by piece like a puzzle. So I decided, well, I'll just come back. I did share some of the Christmas candy last time I came to Walmart, and I shared some Body Fantasy new body sprays and Bodycology and gift sets and things like that because they only had a little bit, but they have more now, so I'm here. And for the Minecraft lovers, they have this 0.21 ounce, which is 1 pound 5 ounce. Kit includes gingerbread house, assorted candy, and easy to use icing. And they have the M&Ms right here, gingerbread kit. They have the Reese's, and these are $15.76 each. Try one of those. The smaller ones are going to be $11.84, and this one is $9.94. The Wilton, and I love Wilton products. Very good products. I do have a lot of bakeware and accessories from Wilton that I shared before in the past. And so this is Wilton Ready to Build Gingerbread Dog House Kit. The puppy house kit, how cute. 13 pieces. And then they have the truck with the Christmas trees. That's $11.84. And they have the train, Wonderland Express from Crafty Cooking Kits, and this is $15.76. And they even have the Cheez-Its, and that's new to me for this year. I don't remember this last year, so I think it's new. $15.76. They have the Oreo cookie kit, and they have the Oreo train, the chocolate train, the chocolate, and then Hershey's chocolate house cookie kit from Create and Treat. And then they have the Oreo holiday cookie kit, $9.94. And then they have the Wilton gingerbread townhouse kit. So that's 6 pieces, and that's $15.76. And they have the other one right here by Thoughtfully brand. Thoughtfully Gourmet Foods, $11.84. And then they have that one, Gingerbread Mini Village for $11.84. And that one, Village Kit for $9.94. And the Skittles for $5. And they have Hello Kitty new for 2025. The one she's wearing the Santa hat, dressed up as Santa. These are the cups, the paper cups. They come with 8 for $2.97, so $3. I'm gonna round it off. They have the 18 napkins. This Hello Kitty. I like the candy cane striped across the napkins for $2.57. And they have a table cover, and that's what it's gonna look like. That's cute. That's what it looks like right here. They have the picture displayed on the cover right here with the banner. She's holding a little Gingy right there. Look, and the gift, 54 by 84 for $2.87. And then they have the cookie icing right here, red and green by Sarah's Bake Shop for $8.88. And they also have the white and light blue, cotton candy blue one. They have the lime green and pink, also for $8.88. And of course they have the sprinkles, my favorite signature here. I always show the sprinkles, holiday sprinkles. Look like little gumballs. And the Christmas traditional Christmas classic colors by Wilton. This is what they look like, 19.3 ounce. They come with 4 of them in there for $12.36. So they have different kinds. I don't know where I was at. There was a lot of people that came to this house. So anyways, like I was saying, there's 2 in each package from Sarah's Bake Shop for $8.88. And those are the colors. Lime green and pink, and like I said, white and cotton candy blue, and the traditional red and green Christmas colors. So, and then they have cookie cutters right here with the bow, the Christmas tree, and the Gingy for $1.74. Yeah. There's some rude people today. It's okay. The holiday time. The Gingerbread Man cookie cutter, and look at that, it's big. I have bigger ones at home, but it's like a medium to big size, I would say. And it's white, marshmallow white color, metal, of course, cookie cutter. And these are cute. I got another one the other day. It was a big, huge Christmas tree. I think it was this one right here, actually, because I do have one at home already, but I wanted this one because it's more like a chunky Christmas tree. Look at that, it's in green. Tree cookie cutter. For, I think it's, yeah, $3, the same. So these are cute. So like I said, I already got this one already. So they have that one. They even have the pie mold right here. Hand pie mold. Look at that. That is cute. In candy apple red. I'm considering this one. I don't know if they made a Gingy one. Because you know I'm chasing those Gingy dreams. Oh, there's a little Gingy behind these plates. Yep, of course. I have this one already. I have several of these gingerbread baking pans for $6.54. You know how I bake my Gingys all year round. Sandra Pinkstar style. People just don't say excuse me anymore. It's like they're allergic to it. They have these Sarah's Bake Shop icing decorations, little baby candy canes, red and white for $4. These are so cute. They have the bows. Sarah's Bake Shop, the brand. All these are right here. These 3 designs. They have the Christmas lights. These are cute. Look at the vintage Santa tin right here for $6.54. It's a big one. Look, they have the snowflake with the silver metallic holographic sprinkles around the tin for $6.54. They have the candy cane red one with the bow. They have the little holly sprinkles all over. They even have the little ones with the nutcrackers, the bow, the snowflake, the smaller versions of this one right here. They have the nutcracker paper plates, 8 of them for $3. They even have the Grinch, Happy Holidays. Happy Holidays. 8 plates, and then the paper cups for $2.57. The napkins for $2.87. Look, they have this huge Jinji, and it's a cookie cutter jumbo gingerbread man cut. I think it's bigger than a jumbo size actually. It's $6.54. So I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna take the one in the middle. That is so cute. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'll think about that one, but that is cute. Look at the little Jinji plastic tumbler. Only one left. It was popular, obviously. Only one left, and look, everything else is full of the Mr. Santa and Snowman. That is cute. For $2.18. And I showed these last time I came to Walmart, the Hello Kitty tumbler, but in case you missed that video, they have the clear mason jars with her in a Christmas sweater, the Brie, the candy cane. These are glass with the lids, and these are, the tumbler's $20.18, and the glasses, I'm not sure about those because, oh, they're $16.46, and they have Snoopy also as well, the 2 glasses. I shared those last time. Look, they have a Jinji mat. It's that, you know, that cork, or whatever you call it, mats. The outdoor mats, but you know, you can use them inside if you like. A core mat, actually, that's what it's called. So I thought that was cute. They have this Better Goods Luxury Selection Belgian cookies, and look at that packaging with the pink and red. That is so cute. It has ornaments all around the packaging. And these are $17.54 for these fancy cookies. And they have these right here for $11.32. It's a smaller, it's the same size of box, but these are that price. Bless you. And then they have these hot cocoa stir spins. Look at that, with the peppermint and all that. Chocolate marshmallows. And these are $4 for $7.44. And that's what they look like. And then they have the Holiday Classic Peppermint Bark by Better Goods. It's in a tin. Let's see. I think it's a tin, yeah. Yeah, it's a tin. Container $9.87. And then they have that one, the Snack Mix. Holiday Classics. And they have these chocolates with the cherries. Chocolate covered cherries. These are 20. It says 5 ounce boxes, 2 boxes in there, I think. From Shella's, $7.12. I like this, my favorite. My mom's a nice favorite. Queen Anne's milk chocolate, 10 pieces, cordial cherries, $3 for those. They went on up. And then now they have the cordial blueberries. If you didn't know, I didn't know that, for $3. And they have, I think it says French vanilla, this one right here, let me see. Yeah, it says French vanilla flavor. So they have those. And then they have this one, cherry cola. Oh wow, they have that one. Should do a taste test show on that one. It's under Pink Star's taste test show. Almost missed this one. They have the Queen Anne dark chocolate with coconut. And then they have the Christmas colors, the Lindor limited edition. I do like these chocolates, the original, of course. They have it in peppermint cookie. Look at that wrapping, the green and red classic colors. They have cocoa and cream. They have the holiday assortment. And they have the Lindt classic recipe snowflakes cookies, a fancy white chocolate pieces of snowflakes. And then they have the chocolate ones. And these are $5.86 for the little bags. And these are 4.2 ounce bags. And this is non-dairy. That's new to me. They have the made with oat milk. Oat milk chocolate truffles, 8.5 ounce for $10. These are a bigger size than the one I just showed you. And then they have Sour Patch candy canes. Look at that. Has red, green, and the blue in it. The colors. 5.29 ounce. How cute the packaging. That is cute. So they have, let's see, 12 of them for a dozen for $2.86. We have that one. Of course, I already shared these other ones already. The blueberry ones that I found last time here. They have the Starburst for $2.86. Skittles. They even have the Snapple. Look at that. Snapple candy canes in spicy mango madness flavor. The Snapple is in mango madness. These are mad. Lifesavers $2.86. Hershey's $2.86. Those come every year. The Jolly Ranchers, 12 of them. And they even have the Warheads, the Nerds, the Trolleys, the Red Hots. These in cinnamon flavor. They look like Chester Cheeto colors. The hot Cheetos, 12 count. Those. They have the Sweet Tarts. They have those Dum Dums, 16 for $6.87. Look, they have the Brax. These are huge. These are the big ones. Hold on. I think that's corporate from Gingy Candyland. Well, I got very good, exciting news. Good, exciting news. But anyways, they have this Brax giant peppermint candy kit. These are the real huge ones, made with real peppermint oil. So they come with 6. Like I said, they're giant. And I love using these for my backgrounds. I always often use candy canes, lollipops, the huge ones in the backgrounds on my displays. So they're just so fun. And I use these all year round, not just for Christmas. I use Valentine's, you know, just whatever I'm doing, my videos, whatever I feel like. So these are $6.50 for those. And they have the Brax little puffs right here. 110 pieces. 19.4 ounce for $6. And then they have the Brax in the package. The soft peppermint candy, 10 ounces for $5. And then I showed these already. They have the winter green candy canes. I showed those last time. The blueberry. And of course the original classic candy canes. $1.72. So they have that. They even have the holiday mix up here. Look at that with gumdrops and candy corns. They made them for Christmas. Look, the candy corn. Look at that. That's so fun. $5.82 would be real cute to add to your charcuterie board, you know, to add different candies throughout all the snacks that you have. Then they have the gingerbread house play set. That is so cute, by Melissa and Doug. 38 pieces. They're wood. Play set for $14.88. That is adorable. Look at Gingy Cow. That's Squishmallow. They have the Mainstays brand holiday gingerbread. Has orange, ginger, and allspice. The candles with the gingerbread houses all over, and it's $4. They have cookies and cocoa by Mainstays. Has hot cocoa, marshmallows, and warm cookies. Look how cute this is. That is adorable. They got more things in, so I had to take my camera out. This is $4 for the holiday time brand 6-cavity silicone cake lid pan. And look at those sweet gingies. This is a must. So I'm going to take that right there. And I like it that it's gingy brown color. Then they have this other one right here with the mittens, the ornaments, the gingy, the bow, the Christmas tree, and the gift. It's cute, and it's in an emerald green, real pretty color. It's washing out on my camera, but it's actually an actual emerald green color. Real pretty. Then they have these right here, molds, these silicone cake pop pans. That one right there for $3.97. And then they have their holiday gel food colors, which I need. This comes with 4. And then they have the holiday colors writing icing with the sweet little gingy. 4 tube. There's the colors right there. And then they have the original gel food colors with the cupcakes on the picture. That's $3.88. And this one's $3.88 and this one's $2.96 for the icing. They even have the glitter gels, metallic, edible, glitter gel, 4 of them, and those are the colors for $2.96. And I shared this last time, but they only had a couple of things. I think it was just these 2 things they had last time, so now they have more sugary sweet Candyland sweet treats here. They have the Duncan Hines Dolly Parton's Holiday Sugar Cookie with the sprinkles for $2.78. They have the Swiss Miss Hot Cocoa Cupcake Kit with the little snowflake baby sprinkles, $4.97. They have the Swiss Miss Hot Cocoa Cake Mix made with rich cocoa for $1.72. They have the frosting from Duncan Hines Hot Cocoa Frosting for $1.96. And then they have the Funfetti Pillsbury Melted Snowman. Look at that, how cute. Blue and white vanilla swirl cake mix. Oh, how fun. I need one of those, definitely. $2.96. They have the Funfetti frosting to go with it. Look at Mr. Pillsbury with his blue scarf. $1.96. They have the Funfetti, the Elf on the Shelf. Also has a swirl in the middle. Red and white vanilla swirl. And they also have the frosting right here with the sprinkles on top. Peppermint vanilla, whipped frosting. And they have the chocolate one. Hot cocoa, I mean. For $1.96. And then they have the Elf on the Shelf. I have to be careful because I'm in the middle of the aisle. In the middle, you know, where it's busy. Sugar cookie mix with the little candy cane baby sprinkles. These are $2.86. And then they have the, let's see, hot cocoa cookie mix. And then they have this one, the marshmallow swirl fudge brownie mix with marshmallow swirl pouch for $2.96. And then they have this breakable candy mold from Holiday Time. They have the little instrument there. Little hammer, wooden hammer, $2.97. They have the gift ones. And look at those clips right here. Those are cute. The bag clips, 4 of them, little Gigi's for $2.97. They have the spatulas and all that. 5-piece baking tools for $9. Rounded off there. And then they have the bows with the bow cookie cutter for $1.97. This is new this year. They have the snowman right here. Last year they had this right here, which I definitely got that one. With the Gingy frosted face smile, $3.47. And these are $3.47. And let's see the sprinkles. You know me. One of my signatures here as well. Just showing the sprinkles and all the baking Candyland sweet treats. They have lavender gumballs, cotton candy blue snowflakes, and the little snowman. Cotton candy blue and lavender colors with white. Those are cute. The sprinkle mix. And they have this cookie icing right here in red by Great Value. And these little pouches, all of them, they have green and blue and white. They're going to be $3.16 each. And they have the Great Value Gingerbread Man marshmallows, and I have these already, but I'm gonna get another package because I love decorating my sweet treats with this and my cupcakes and all that. 2.54 ounce, and these are $3.98, so $4. And they do have the Frosted Snowman. I'll get that in a second. But look at that, how cute they are, little baby Gingies. They're so cute. Just love that little Gingy added touch to all my sweet treats all year round. They have this one right here, the holiday variety with the Christmas trees. I don't know what else they have. Contains 12 of them in there. It's this variety, but I don't see anything else. I just see Christmas trees, but I think there might be snowman. I see something white, marshmallow white. So it doesn't say on here. We have the sugar cookie mix by Miss Jones Baking Company. Gluten-free, makes 18. Homemade taste, melt in your mouth. That's a must try, right? $3.96 for that. They have the Better Goods Hot Cocoa Cookie Mix $3.88. They have the gingerbread muffin mix, gluten-free, $4.98. They have gingerbread spice quick bread mix right here. And I'll share before this brand, before Better Goods, for a couple of good years now. White chocolate peppermint blondie bar mix, $4.46. So they have those, and then they have the pancake mix, which is one of my favorites. I love pancakes. Apple cinnamon pancake and waffle mix by Great Value, makes 18. 4-inch pancakes, $2.47. And then they have the pumpkin spice right here. So they have those. They have so much variety to choose from. And they have the spice cake. Just add water, eggs, and oil. And the apple cinnamon, I already showed that. Cranberry orange quick bread and muffin mix, $2.36. And look, these came back. These are so cute. The Gingy syrup in their glass, pure maple syrup. It's an 8.5 ounce by Great Value for $7.98. Those are very cute. And then they have the coffee, Great Value peppermint bark medium roast. It's a 12 ouncer for $6.64. They have peppermint bark in the 12 pods medium roast, $4.47. They have honey lemon spice herbal tea, $2.58 for 20 bags, caffeine free. And cranberry hibiscus herbal tea, caffeine free, 20 tea bags for $2.58. And look at that Gingy spatula, look, with the little couple for $4.47. And they have the bows and the candy canes. This one's pretty. I like this one with the candy cane stripe with the bow on it. This is a 3 baking tools with the whisk for $8.97. Then they have the cookie scooper right there. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, 5 pieces right there on the right corner for $7. And then they have the Gingy with the spatula and the roller pin. It's a small roller pin for $5. It's 10 pieces because of the measuring cups. They're adding each one of those. So yeah, I wanted to share you the fun holiday sweet treats as I usually do every year. Like I said, it's one of my signatures here on YouTube. They even have the holiday, I don't think I mentioned that one, holiday Christmas tree cookie kit. With the packaging, how cute. And that's what the kit includes. Cookie mix, green frosting sprinkles, $5.36 for that right there. And then down there they have the snickerdoodle cookie mix, sugar cookie, and gingerbread cookie mix by Great Value. Makes up to 17 cookies. Look at that packaging. 14 ounce. Gingerbread cookie shapes. You'll need the butter, the egg, and parchment paper or aluminum foil is what you need for this cookie mix. So you could be all gingerfied out for Christmas. And that's $1.96. Then they have Better Goods creamy and minty peppermint white chocolate hot cocoa mix, 12 ounce package right here for $5.48. And then they have the candy cane hot cocoa mix in the containers here, 10 ounces for $4.48. Then they have the Frosty the Snowman marshmallows right here. That's what it's gonna look like. So better look at them right here. There we go. 2.54. They tried. The eyes they didn't get right. But those are cute. I wanted to show you those. Then they have these big tubs of sprinkles, the modern sprinkles, it says. Modern Christmas sprinkles. And that's $3.88. And then the other one is by Better Goods. Classic holiday sprinkles, red and green and white. This is 6.5 ounce for $4.96. And this one's a 6 ouncer. So this is, you get more with this one for $3.88. Unless you're looking for specific colors, you know. They have the peppermint flavored candy cane sprinkles, just the red and white ones, $3.88. And then they have this one, the Gingy Man sprinkles. Yeah, there's a Gingy right there. I see them. I can spot them, believe me. And the classic from Great Value holiday sprinkle, $3.88. And they just have so many sprinkles. They even have these in the little containers, the clear plastic containers with the little Jinjis. Look at that. And the gumballs, the Christmas trees, candy canes, snowflakes. And these containers are $3.92 for those right there. And then they have these, which they come every year. And sometimes they come with different toppers. They have the snowflakes in red, green. This is the shimmer dust, the very shimmery ones. Gold shimmer dust for $2.87. They have the Christmas trees. They have the little reindeer, little baby reindeer. They have the Christmas lights, Santa Claus hats, snowflakes, cocoa mugs, the Christmas tree with the gold star, but that's my favorite of all. This is Sandra Pink Star Approved right there. And then they have this Funfetti green and red original classic Christmas colors frosting. So they have the green right here, and then they have the red one. And here's the Funfetti cake mix with candy bits for $1.88. And here's the original Betty Crocker chocolate chip right here. And then they have the packaging with the peanuts, just a little piece right there. Holiday cookie idea they have for $2.97. Let's see the back. See right there to make the ornaments. And that's what you'll need, butter and an egg. And they have the sheer cookie and of course my Jinji. $2.47. They have coconut flakes for your baking needs, especially for the one I just made a couple of weeks back. Sweetened coconut flakes for $3.92. I'm trying not to be in the way. I think there's, hold on. Like I was saying, I needed this for my ensalada navideña, which is Christmas fruit salad. I did it in one of my vlogs. If you're interested to take a peek at that. So I just sprinkled that in there in my fruit salad. One of my favorite sweet treats. They have the pumpkin bread by Libby's for $6.84. They have the Jello pumpkin style. They don't have a price on that one. And the regular cake mixes that I usually show: milk chocolate fudge, super moist butter recipe, $1.47. But these are $1.96. The dark chocolate chewy fudge. Oh, this is new. They have the no bake Jello candy cane cheesecake. If you want to do some easy baking, yeah. So make 6 servings for $4.32. Let's see what you need for this one. The butter and the cold milk, it says. They have the Jello and chocolate and vanilla for $1.92. They have one of my favorites, jet puffed marshmallow cream for $1.93. Ghirardelli peppermint bark, $4.96. And they have these big old packages, jumbo size bags for baking, of course. So it's perfect for baking, that's right. Chewy caramels made with real butter and fresh cream, 10.8 ounce, $5.34. They have the caramel bits. Caramello craft brand, and this is a 11 ounces for $2.74. They have the Tall House chocolate chips, Reese's, Ghirardelli. They have the fancy brand, fancy peppermint chocolate baking confetti sprinkles, chocolate chips for $5. They have the pumpkin pie spice, the poultry seasoning for your cooking and baking needs, $1.97. Pure vanilla extract. I like the pure vanilla. I don't like the imitation ones. $5.72. Corn syrup, Great Value, 16 ounce for $2.54. They have the Ghirardelli white vanilla flavored melting wafers, 10 ounces for $5.86. And all kinds of chocolate chips, hot cocoa, milk chocolate, semi-sweet morsels. And all the chopped walnuts by Fisher, $5.46. Chopped pecan, 16 ounces, $11.84. I mean, $1. That would not be true. Chopped pecan, $6.48. Just different, all the things that you need for baking, of course. And they have these randomly on the very bottom, but they don't have no prices because I think somebody just laid them there. But don't forget about the pie fillings, of course, apple and cherry. See if I remember to go by and check to see what price these are. I know I have filmed, I know I did film this already. A couple of months back, I shared a lot of the pie fillings and toppings and all that for baking needs for pies and all that. And I've shared different assorted ones and flavors. in these, so I do have the prices in that video. So these are the 21 ounces, I believe. Yeah, 1 pound 5 ounce. So I'm gonna go take a look at Great Value. So they do have those. And don't forget, of course, we need powdered sugar for your baking needs, $1.97. This is Great Value. See how many ounces in case you want to compare other stores. 32 ounces, 2 pounds. And then they have the brown sugar as well. They also have the light brown sugar. And we do have the Dunkin' gingerbread coffee. Right here, look at that sweet little ginger on there. 11 ounces. And this is $9.24. And they have the s'mores Dunkin'. I know I shared this one before. And they have the maple pecan for $14.47. Coffee has gone up. Thank goodness I don't drink coffee. And I'm picking up one of my favorites to get Mr. Hans, because it's one of his favorites. The Little Debbie Marshmallow Pies Banana. I'm always sharing these in my hauls. So I'll put that here. Okay, and then they have so these are $3.18. And it comes with 12, I think. No, not 12. I don't think that many. 8. And they have the birthday cake. And as I mentioned before in the past, you can always buy a box or a couple of boxes and then separate them, of course, and then just give them as to add to their stocking stuffers, you know, each child or whatever. And that's what I used to do. They have the unicorn cakes. They don't have to be Christmas related, you know. It could be any kind of their sweet treats that they like. Who doesn't like these? $3.18 for that. And these come with 8. And look at those cotton candy colors. They have the raisin cream pies. Comes with 8, $3.18. They have the peanut butter cream pies for the peanut butter lovers. Little Debbie's. They have the peanut butter crunch. Comes with 12 for $3.18. Nutty Buddy. Oatmeal cream pies. Another one of my Mr. Hanson's favorite. And if you're a Stranger Things fan, they have this right here at Walmart. This is new to me, the Cake Bites. Hawkins Lab Confetti Cake Bites. Confetti cakes, rich, dark, chocolatey coating, vanilla cream, rainbow sprinkles. And it comes with, let's see, 4 grab and go packs, it says. And look at those sprinkles. Netflix. Stranger Things series. There's the back to it right here. So yeah, they have that right there for $3.98, so $4. The original classic zebra cakes, cookies and cream brownies, and of course the cosmic brownies for $2.97. Honey buns. And they have the Hostess, which I also like, Hostess Twinkies for $5.28, and those come with 16, and they also have the 10 ones for $3.48. And then one of my favorites is the Hostess cupcakes, because they're frosted sugar cookie cake. Look at all those sprinkles. I have this packaging already, and I do cut out the packaging and use it for journaling and scrapbooking. So I already have done that already. This is new, so it came a couple of months back. Probably good 4, 5, 6 months, I'm not sure. $3.48, and they come with 8. And they have Hostess Suzy Q's, 5 of them, wrapped cakes for $3.48. They have the Hostess coffee cakes. If you know a coffee lover and they like things like this, you can add that into the stocking stuffer. And there's a 14 cakes, or the whole box. So that's cinnamon streusel flavor. And of course the snowballs, the classic. And of course strawberry shortcake. Let me get it out so we can see the packaging again. You know, I always share strawberry shortcake. So there you can put it this way so that people can see it like that. The other way I barely missed it, almost missed it. And then they have the Hostess Raspberry Zinger Dingers, and these are new, it says. Okay. Zingers coconut topping, ding dong shake cake. 10 of them, individually wrapped for $3.48. So it says it's new. And then they also have the new Hostess Cupcake Minis Frosted Chocolate Cake, the little mini ones, 6 packs for $3.48. So I love to come over here. It's one of my signatures. And then of course one of my other signatures, Little Debbie's, always come over here. And a lot of my Shop Me videos and vlogs. I need another one of these because Mr. Hanson and my girls already ate the other ones. So a different one in the back over here. Get one of these. And these are $2.97 for 5 of them. It's right there. Unfortunately, would have loved to have more in there, but they don't. And of course the Gingy, a classic that I show every year for Christmas. This one they usually come out for Christmas. And I've showed these already before in other Shop Me videos and through my vlogs. But just in case you can see it and you want to know the latest, Little Debbie's, they have the buttery vanilla Christmas mini muffins. They come with 20 muffins per pouch. These are $3.14, and they have the Christmas tree cake donuts. But they're not shaped as trees, they're just, you know, the colors for the trees. They have the Ho Ho Ho's Hostess, 8 of them, $3.48. They have the snowballs, $3.48. And then they have that one, Hostess cupcakes from the Wicked, Cosmopolitan Pink frosted strawberry cake with creamy filling, and it comes with 8. And then they have the Christmas brownie trees with the sprinkles. They have the snowflake brownies, and then they also have the Hostess cupcakes Wicked Wonderfully Green. That's what they look like for $3.48. So these would be perfect to add to the stocking stuffers because they're Christmas trees and for the holidays, and you have to have a Little Debbie to complete your Christmas festivities. It's just pure whimsical and magic. And of course we have to add that little Gingy. And these are new to me. These are limited edition Hostess donuts, hot cocoa marshmallow mini donuts, 10 ounces. Has a little snowman in front. And these are $2.48 for that package over there. Then they have the Chex Mix Muddy Buddies Brownie Supreme Coated Chex Snacks. And these are $3.96. And they have the Girl Scouts Thin Mints Coated Chex Snacks as well. The cookies and cream. I wanted to show you those. And look at this, they have the Pillsbury Funfetti cookies. I've shared these cookies before. I think I saw them first at Sam's, but now they have them here. They come in little packages like that. Mini soft baked cookies. And you know how I love Pillsbury and Funfetti. I'm a Funfetti fan. They come with 10 of them. But look at that packaging with the pink. I'm tempted. That is so cute. Look at that. And look, they also come in chocolate. That is so cute. Let me see here. Let me get this chocolate one. This is the chocolate chip cookies. Look at that's new to me. So adorable. And you can, of course, take them out, and there's 10 of them, so you can separate them to add to the stocking stuffers. $5.58 here at Walmart. And they also have the Pillsbury Mini Soft Baked Cinnamon Roll Cookies, 10 of them. That one too, for $5.58. And for the new movie that's coming out, Zootopia, I'm so excited. I want to go see it. 10 packs, Disney Zootopia, Teddy Grahams, and look at the packaging. 10 of them for $5.97. And of course, Mr. Scooby-Doo. Always comes every year. And look at these Great Value Hazelnut Cocoa Biscuit Cookies. Cookies filled with cocoa hazelnut spread. They're fancy. $3.92 for a 10.7 ounce. Those are nice. Had to bring my Gingy Luck.